All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we doing out there tonight? I'm going to go ahead and try to put my mic on here so we can have a crisp turtle sound to us. Let's see if it pops up. What the hell does that sound?
Where's Grandma?
I'm here.
Extra large rear cargo area. And the most spacious...
All right, time out. Let's pull up our audio. Go to this. And how do we sound? Is that nice and crisp, Turtle Riders? Nice and crisp? All right. Anyway, let's see. Are people strolling in here? Skip trial. All right, we're rolling in here. How's that sound? Does that sound good, Turtle Riders? Cool. All right, so, first things first. Oh, let's get those down. Don't message during the show, guys, or else your shit pops up. Just FYI. Just point of reference there. Anyway, hopefully, yeah, as you can see, we're going to talk a little about this tonight because I shouldn't talk about it, but it's just too fucking funny. I can't not talk about it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, just a reminder, guys, that this episode is brought to you by our good friends over at Andrew Porter Contracting in Charlton. Folks, they specialize in roofing. It's literally the most important part of your home. If you have an old roof that's falling apart at the seams, you're going to need to get that replaced. It's going to be a problem if you ever want to resell the house, or if you're looking to buy a house and you come to the house and, oops, it's got a crappy roof, right? Because their realtor didn't tell them to get a new roof, or they called the wrong guy. You want to call people that have expertise and great reputation in the community, and that would be our friends over at Andrew Porter Contracting. We call them APC Roofing in Charlton. All right, they got 5-star ratings across the board. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They're an Owens Corning preferred vendor. They are fantastic. They do magnificent work. They would like you to go over and give their Facebook a like. Give their Facebook page a like. It's right in the top of the comments there. Go over, give them a like, and you're automatically entered to win Red Sox tickets. Luckily, baseball season goes on for an eternity, so we should have coronavirus fixed by then, hopefully. So it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But go over there, give them a like, and make sure you tell them that Turtle Boy sent you. All right, so everybody, I feel like for the next months, all we're going to talk about is this freaking disease, guys. We are living through a pandemic. Oh, just a reminder, too, I've shared this link on the Clarence Woods Emerson page. Clarence Woods Emerson is back up in business, so go over there and share it up. Let people know that we're live, etc. And we're ready to rock. All right, so anyway, this coronavirus thing, guys. I've gotten a lot of shit for the blog that I did the other day, and I need to defend myself, right? And that's fine. I have people that I respect that, message me, and they're like, I agree with you 99% of the time, but I can't agree with you on this one, Turtle Boy. I can't agree with you. Your take on that you're agreeing with Governor Baker that we should be shutting down, that goddamn everything pretty much, right? I mean, I can agree with it 100%. Here's why. And I think most of you should too. Either this is we need to get this shit over with. That's the way I view it. Like this idea that like we can keep doing business as usual and like it'll just go away on its own, right? That's not how this works. This disease is kind of unique. Like you don't know if you have it. Younger people are carriers. They don't even know if they have it. They touch somebody. Next thing you know, they have it. Everybody's got it. It's freaking crazy. It's like there's not enough test kits. Nobody knows who's got it out there. It's like one of the wildest things we've ever lived through. And then if you get it and your body doesn't react to it the right way, you die. Oops. It's a lot. I mean, only like 1% of people who get it die, but like that's pretty goddamn high for a disease. Like Magic Johnson still has AIDS. Right? I mean, he can survive AIDS, but people are dying from coronavirus. That tells you everything you need to know. Anyway, so this whole thing is going on, and obviously these, bars and restaurants are going to be breeding grounds for the disease. So either we're serious about stopping this or we're not. It's nice that the NBA canceled the season. It was appropriate. And the NHL, they're willing to take that hit because they understand how freaking dangerous it is. Now, I completely understand small businesses, right, in the bind that they're in. Times are tough. I totally get that. And My take on that is like now is the time for big government. Now is the time for dynamic conservatism, as President Eisenhower called it. It's not that you can be a Republican and a conservative and believe in big government when the time is right. For instance, during World War II, the government has never, ever been bigger. They had the power to shut down major cities at night, tell people how much food they could buy, right? On certain days, they could only buy certain food. There was limits on how much clothing you could purchase. Like people that wore baggy clothing called zoot suits were often seen to be unpatriotic. So this idea, and why? And people did it. People got on board with it. And we literally interned our own people that had Japanese ancestry. Why? Because we believed it was for the greater good. And guess what? It was. We won. I don't know if you guys saw that in the history books. We won. Yay, we won. We came together and we mobilized. And as a result, like, why do we have curfews at night? So Japanese German U-boats couldn't come to our cities and bomb us and hit like production facilities. It made sense, right? This is not World War II. Coronavirus is not World War II. But it's got potential. Like, all you got to do is just look what's happening in Italy. All these people are dying, dude. It ain't good. It ain't good. Their hospitals are overcrowded. My sister's in New York and New York City. A lot of every nurse I've talked to in the last 48 hours or so is stressed beyond their limits, right? And by contributing to this, right, by continuing to go out like nothing is wrong, right, you are actively participating in spreading this virus, whether or not you actually come in contact with it, right? The only way the virus stops getting spread is people stop going out. Now, I understand, like I said, that this hurts small businesses. And that's why we have big government at a time like this. It's pretty simple. I mean, even Republicans like Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas and all these other people that are normally like Tea Party kind of Republicans, right? They're all like, yeah, dude, let's fucking give Americans cash money. Let's give it out. Now's the time. Because I completely agree. You can't tell people, well, you can't go out and make a living, but also your rents do. Or also your freaking mortgage is due. Or your student loans are due. No, that shit's all got to be put on hold for now. All of it. Period. And that doesn't mean, like, people like me should not be, I would hope people like me don't get paid because I can work from home. Right? I can sit here on my freaking laptop. Thank you, 802 Jeeper. I appreciate that. I can sit down here on my laptop and work like it's a normal work day. People like my wife, right? She's on salary because she's a teacher. She keeps getting paid no matter what. But it's the people who work for businesses, who work hourly, who own small businesses that are going to be most affected by this. Now, what you can do, I'm honestly going to plan to do this. I'm going to order takeout frequently, much more often than I used to. That's a great way that you can support local businesses, is just order takeout, because they need to get through this time. It's not going to be easy to get through this time. So they need revenue coming in and revenue streams, and it's going to hurt tipped workers a lot. But this is the time for big government, man. We got to get through this shit, because guess what? If we keep doing business as usual, the problem doesn't get fixed. And people are like, well, it's going to be hard. It's like, well, do you want it to go on forever? Do you want it to go on for years? Because that's what's going to happen. Would you rather your head chef get sick? And then what? So I just think people need to be practical about this, right? This is an actual freaking thing. And we got idiots like this out here. This idiot and Dan. It's one thing if you want to remain open. What I can't stand is morons like this who like advertise it like, look at me, I'm such a dickhead. Look at me. He writes on his Facebook page, $2 Coronas all day and all night. Not shutting down until Charlie Baker comes in and makes us. Live music tonight at 8 p.m. All apps, $5 all day long. Let's have a party, support your bar. I mean, that's just like being a fucking douche. You're just being a douche to be a douche. What is one night worth of $2 Coronas going to do for you? Is that going to save your business? No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, we're literally at the peak of it right now. And you're like, yeah, let's all come together and spread this shit. Just in case you don't have it. Maybe you'll meet somebody who will. It'll be awesome. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts. If people agree, disagree. People are saying ordering from apps like DoorDash and Grubhub support both the restaurant and a local citizen. It's a great call, Jason. Great call. I've never used Grubhub. Maybe I'll start to. And tip more. Tip a little bit more too. For these people, they help them get through the hard time. Yeah, I mean, we're nowhere near the peak, but we could be if people just stop interacting. The disease cannot spread. It can't. I mean, just think about the logistics of this all. It can't spread if we don't interact with one another. If we just, quote unquote, self-quarantine. That's it. Just stay home. I understand some people, it's going to hurt you economically, and I feel for you. And ultimately, this is what the government exists for, to help you get through a time like this, right? We'll figure something out. Thank you, Llama Llama. I appreciate that. I'll go back to work Sunday. I mean, yeah, when this all gets fixed, life will go on, and we'll have survived this. We'll get through this. Nobody's going to lose their home because of this. The government's not going to allow that to happen, right? And people like me should not be getting any assistance because I don't need it. So I hope the government's not just giving out checks to everybody. Give out the checks to people who can prove that they need it. That doesn't mean the gutter muppet who was unemployed prior to this happening. No. You don't get shit. Go out and get your own food, right? Not my problem. I'm talking about people who did nothing wrong, and then a disease came along and it fucked everything up. That's the people I'm talking about. And I agree. We're all together right now, and it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that even CNN was saying nice things about Donald Trump today. I haven't watched too much news lately because I got other shit going on. But I'm sure there's a lot of nasty partisan attacks out there. It's nice to see Trump chill out with the tweets and the talking shit, although I've seen him do it sometimes a little bit. But if you can't get on board and you can't support the president in a time like this, then what the hell are you doing? I hope you get coronavirus and die. I really do. I really just hate you. So for Desk Girl and Abby's IBS toilet paper fund, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we should all, Curtis Tony, I mean, I'll applaud his actions too. He shut down the city. Even I said nice things about Charlie Baker. It has to be done. You can't have any half measures. Have you guys seen these pictures from Florida? All these spring break idiots? These Gen Z ding-dongs down there swimming? Oh my God, I want them to all get eaten by sharks. I hate them so much. What are you doing? Freaking morons. It's like, it shouldn't be fucking optional. It should not be optional. Maybe I'll go spread some coronavirus today. No. It's affecting everybody. You can't do it at all anymore. You're done. Shut down. Anyway. Anybody else have anything to say about that before we can move on to the next thing here? He shouldn't send anyone that's not my president. Yeah, exactly. If you've ever said not my president, you get shit. I completely agree with that one. All right, so next thing I want to talk about, guys, is let me go ahead and switch my audio here. Let's see. Go to the built-in mic because we're going to play some audio off of the computer and we don't need an echo. Let's see. Audio, built-in mic. All right, yeah. And I used to be one of those people like, oh, it's a little overblown, the flu. I used to be that. I've realized the truth now. It's obviously not just the flu. It is a disease like we've never seen before, and it needs to be handled appropriately. What's up, Predators, Poachers, Massachusetts? How you doing, buddy? All right, anyway, so let's talk about, I really shouldn't give them any attention, but Kirk Minahan talks about sometimes the Greg Hill show. Like, he just makes fun of it when it's too good not to make fun of. When you see something so bad, you have to make fun of it. You can't not make fun of it. And we need to have a good laugh, right? Because it is just, with the Bristol blogs, I've done 2 of them now already. And there's more coming. Because what a complete, we'll get more of that on the live show, I'm sure, on Saturday. What a complete fucking disaster. And is there any bigger hypocrite in the world than Bristol Blarney? Is there? I can't possibly think of one. And when I looked back and I researched this story and I read some of her previous blogs and some of the things she's written, like, she went harder than I did on a lot of these people, and called them scum cunts,
for literally doing the exact same thing that she did, except in her case, guys, when she gave away her 2 crotch fruits, it was noble. So if you haven't read these blogs yet, there's a lot out there, but the big thing about it is Kate gave birth to 4 kids, right? I've met one of them, nice kid, and I'm not going to talk about the kids, but the daughter is the oldest. I think she's like 13, and then the next one, and then 2 after that. They were all born like 3 Irish twins, right? They all came one after another, the boys. And she gave them up, the 2 younger ones. And she's never been, when a blog that came clean, she was like, yeah, I got arrested one time for driving with a suspended license. There's my confession. I was so ratchet before that. Oh my God. Now, you forgot to mention the 2 kids you gave away. You didn't mention that, did you? Now, here's my thought on it. Adoption, guys, is a noble thing. It's a responsible thing for ratchets to do. They should do it more often, right? Give their kids up for adoption so they don't have to live a life of hell. As long as you're adopting the day they're born, like that should be the plan. This whole thing, like, she had her kids, guys, for like a couple years, the younger ones. Like, you saw the posts. They called her mommy and shit. And she just, oops, I gave them away. Gave up on them. Now, here's the thing. I've talked to some people from her past who have reached out about this, just to clarify, like, a lot of things. And they've made it clear to me that she did, like, she acts like she just gave those kids up. Like, oh, it was a noble thing to do. No. She wanted them back. Wasn't allowed to have them back. So she's still lying to people. Anyway, she brought her friggin' show back. So it's no longer Bristol Crew, because that's a slave name, of course. And they call it, I shouldn't even be directing traffic towards there. I debated whether or not to do this, but it's too funny not to. So she calls it Masshole Report, which is, wait till she finds out that's copyrighted. Like, you literally just stole someone else's name, but that's her strength, of course. And it's called Masshole Report. And she was like, well, Justin quit, because Justin's one of the only people over there that had a conscience. Sound Guy is still on there because I think he secretly thinks he's going to bang her one day, and he was at court with her. He's just fucking pathetic. And then Masshole Mitch, who talks like all the time. We're going to talk about God. Yeah, he's there because he's obviously a fucking loser too. And it's just them. And then Ashley Vado, who has turned into one of the biggest ratchets of all time, is now, and Kate's biggest fangirl. Basically, Ashley was a diehard Turtle Rider, and Kate brainwashed her with bullshit and convinced her that, it made her feel good about herself. Basically, she let her come to a show one time and watch it, and she felt really good about herself. Like, oh, cool, I'm part of the crew now. Look at them, these local celebrities, blah, 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 blah. She was starstruck. And she's also very stupid and gullible, and she's fallen for all this nonsense that most of you now have realized is ridiculous. Anyway, they do a show, and Kate knows the whole purpose of Kate getting the harassment order, guys. She got the harassment order against me on February 25th. February the 25th is the day I texted her in the morning, and I said, Kate, I named the 2 younger kids. I know about them. I know about all this shit. I go, you have skeletons in your closet. I don't. I've obeyed the law. I'm married with kids. My life really isn't, it's interesting, but it's not like fucking scandalous. Like, I really don't have much out there on me that you could possibly get on me. You, on the other hand, have a lot that you don't want out there. Now, I'd rather not go there, Kate. I'd rather not go there. However, if you insist on keeping this going, I will have no choice. And not only that, I will have to blog about other members of your crew, your friend, people like that. They will get dragged into this as well. You need to think about that. Of course she didn't. Of course she screenshots it and puts it in Discord and goes, oh my God, guys, he's blackmailing me. Oh my God, it's like totally blackmailing me. Yeah. It turns out it wasn't blackmail, and the harassment order was denied a week ago today, and now I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, Kate. So I'm exposing all your bullshit because you're a fraud, and the fact that you think you have a right to still go on your stupid show and just obsess over auditors. These people who, by the way, let's be honest, every single person, guys, that their show revolves around is a Turtle Boy character. Like, it literally is just a thing that a show that exists that would not exist without Turtle Boy. Not only because I gave her the platform, which she would never. She was obviously too lazy to build it on her own, and not talented enough. Let's be honest. We've seen some of her earlier work. She's not very funny, but. I mean, I made Kate Peter. Let's be honest. Kate Peter is nothing without me. She is an absolute nobody. She knows it. She knows she's not very talented. She knows I'm the only person that gave her a shot. And then she got a lot of views, and she started thinking, like, ooh, maybe I'm bigger than this guy. Bitch, your views were fake. You're really not that interesting. You just talk. People only listen to you when you have Josh Abrams. That's it. And they thought you were somewhat of a moral authority to talk about that. But as it turns out, you're not. You're literally just as bad as every ratchet we've ever blogged about. Now, Mitch is still on, of course, because Mitch is a fucking loser, and he realizes, like, oh shit, this is all I've got. I paid all this money for all this equipment. I better fucking kiss Kate's ass, or else I'm not going to be able to use it. And Sound Guy is Sound Guy. He's just the most pathetic individual in the world. So they need a new guest for their show. Who do they bring on? Judas Mo. Matty Mo. Bootleg Brett, as we call him. I've never seen anybody want to be Brett as bad as Matty Mo. Truly one of the most pathetic individuals of all time. I've had him on my show a couple times. The last 2 times, he literally fell asleep during the show. And so he's banned. He can never come on again. I've completely banned him for life from Turtle Boy, so he has no choice but to stay with them. All right. And so Matty Mo, when Matty Mo is your surprise guest, things aren't going well. So Kate decides that she's going to come on here, and she knows all this stuff's coming out about her. She knows it's coming out Monday. So Sunday, she's got to beat me to the punch. Let's check out her confession, shall we?
Well, you are going to air out a little dirty laundry.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Air it out a little bit.
This is too funny. I can't.
And then, out of our surprise last night, I get a message that somebody is splitting off from somebody.
Somebody is splitting off from somebody. I'm
say a little sorry. Maybe get a little redemption going on.
Yeah. Let me get through my shit first, and we'll decide if we're even qualified to offer.
Oh, you're definitely not. You're definitely not qualified.
Apparently, he's realized some shit, and he wants to come on and talk about it. So why not?
That's what we're all about here. Absolutely.
Oh, right.
So obviously, we've had some issues, and so we took a month off. And there has been some question as to my background, which is fair. I don't call myself Queen Ratchet for nothing, nor have I ever. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my background. I do have some documents that I will release in a blog on our new website that kind of back up what I'm about to say.
Oh, I can't wait for the documents.
A little bit more time to redact them, though.
Oh, right. She needs more time.
I think what's kind of getting washed over here and all this is that I have kids and they're school age, and a lot of me not speaking about this a lot didn't have so much to do with like my own shame, as I didn't want to drag my school age kids into this because
she doesn't want to drag her school age kids into this, guys. Let me tell you, kid number 2, she brought with her to Hadassah Robeson's house, like on a mission, like had the kid do like covert work and shit. Like she frequently, I think he's like 10. She like used him all the time. I was always a little bit like, this is a little bit weird, but whatever. Not my crotch fruit. Maybe she has a different kind of relationship with him. I never really questioned it. But in hindsight, it was extremely ratchet. Like literally brought this kid anywhere, but doesn't want to get him involved. Meanwhile, the older daughter, who I feel so bad about, is like rebelling against the world. And according to Kate, at least, she used to always message me and say, oh, I'm going to kick my daughter's ass. And you'll see some of the messages that she wrote about her daughter. Not nice things. And basically, the girl is begging, calling out for attention, right? Needs an adult figure in her life. I've never seen a child, like, at that age, guys, you need attention from a parent like an adult, like nothing else. If you don't, you're going to get it from your peers who are slightly older than you. And Kate was always complaining, she's running around with 17-year-olds, blah, 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 I'm going to kick their ass, blah, 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 blah. Maybe just don't do your show this week. How about that? Or maybe get off of fucking Discord for 10 hours a day and be an actual parent. Just having custody of them doesn't mean you're doing a good job parenting. Obviously. Like if my kid was running around causing like with teenage boys, and I didn't see her all the time, and was like rebelling and jumping out of way, like I would be like, I'm taking it easy on the live show, guys. I got to focus on my family. But when you prioritize this, when this is literally your life, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. So she goes on.
But anyway, we'll try to do this as easy as possible. So, I originally gave birth to 4 children. I had my first child in 2006 and my last one in 2011. And I only have custody of 2 of those kids now. So I made the decision in 2014 to adopt out my 2 younger kids. In about 2000 and...
Okay, stop right there. So I made the decision to adopt. I mean, I can't even tell you guys. This one eats me up inside a little bit. Because the kids are like 3 and 4 years old by then, I think. I call their mommy. How the fuck do you decide which 2... I mean, what kind of Sophie's choice is that? This is crazy. To be able to say, well, I'm going to keep 2 of you. It's like a Solomon decision. You know, I'm going to keep 2 of you. Which 2 do I like more? I've known you 2 longer. So you're in, you're out. And she viewed it. And people like, some people, I've actually seen some people say, well, that was the responsible thing to do. No, it's not. I'm sorry. If you can have 2 kids, you can have 4. Take them in. Figure it out. There's people a lot worse than you in like third world countries. How do you think mothers in Rwanda deal with having 6 kids or whatever? How do you think they deal with it? They just raise their goddamn kids. Motherhood is a gift. If you want to adopt them out, then adopt them out on the first day they're born. Don't get emotionally attached to them, have them call you mommy, and then drop them on somebody else and be like, oh, look at me, I did the right thing, I'm noble. Ooh. No, you're not. You're actually terrible. You're a terrible, heartless human being for doing that. You're not a good person. So, she goes on.
Probably 12. I lost custody of all 4 of my children. It was, for a good reason.
So she goes, I lost custody of my kids in 2012. Wrong. Lie. As we saw in part 2 of today's blog, guess what, Kate? You lost custody of the first one in 2009 to DCF. 2009, you and Rick Kelly had it taken away. Her father, who's another loser. Maybe stop getting knocked up by deadbeats, too. Maybe. I know it's not entirely your fault, and they're much worse than you are, actually. But maybe just stop fucking deadbeats raw dog. How about that? Take some responsibility. That's the thing you want to do. Responsibility, right, Kate? So, and there's a lot of single moms out there who have had kids, and you figure out how to raise them. You figure it out. So she's lying. The kid got taken away in 2009. We saw it in 2010. We all read that terrible letter from Monica Earls, her mother, who took in the kid during the various foster incidents and developed a bond with the child, and then Kate won't let her see her. Now, I don't know what's up with that. Back when Kate's Facebook page was up, her father, Richard Peter, I noticed, would comment on some of the pictures of the younger one, child number 3, and say, is that blank? Is that him? He didn't even know what his grandson looked like. And Kate wouldn't respond to anything he said. She never responded to any of his comments. She never liked anything he said. It was very cold. Like something's going on here. And you're going to see later on, she says a lot of negative shit about her dad. And quite frankly, I think she's lying about him. She's making it seem like she had this traumatic childhood. She grew up in Chatham or some shit. You grew up in like the nice part of the Cape. You did not have a troubled childhood. Her brother, Matt, lives in Chicago and owns a yacht company. You got to see this guy. He wears boat shoes. He's successful. Of course, they seem to have no relationship because, as we're going to see, there's a pattern here. Every relationship this woman has ever had, she not only burns it to the ground, she then blames the guy for being evil. This is what she did to me, she appears to have done to every other male in her life that she's loved, essentially. She's literally one of the coldest people I've ever met in my life. So she goes on. So she's lying right now. She's saying in 2012, they snatched up my crotch fruits. Why?
Had been arrested. He had assaulted me. It was in the newspaper. He cold-cocked me in front of a cop and ended up in jail. And I kind of hit the ground running the next day as a single mom of 4 kids. And I was in no way capable of doing that. So I drank, and I drank excessively, and I drank to the detriment of everything around me. And finally one day I got a visit from some social workers. My house was deplorable, absolutely deplorable. I did not clean my house, so I can't stress that enough. It was disgusting at the time, and my children weren't taken care of, and they took custody of my kids.
I love how they're just poo-pooing this. I love how she's just poo-pooing. Oh, yeah, so I got the shit kicked out of me by a guy I chose to procreate with. What she fails to mention, guys, remember that article she shared, she wrote on Turtle Boy? In 2009, I was pulled over. I didn't have my license, but on that same day, I was running away from my abuser. Remember his mugshot was 2 mugshots above her? That was 2009. When he kicked the shit out of her and got tased by the Taunton police, that was 2011. That was 2 years later. She's still with this guy that she was running away from. She chose to stay with him. Now, I understand domestic abuse is like a mental, women who are involved in, abusive relationships often have a hard time leaving, and I'm sympathetic towards that. However, DCF was in her life long before 2012, and they made it clear to her. And I spoke with women who literally lived in a shelter with Kate, and they made it clear, and they said that DCF told her in no uncertain terms, you can't have your kids back if you live with them. You can't do it. And she's like, I'm going to live with him anyway. So she chose him over the kids. That's why she didn't have the kids. That's why. And those kids were traumatized by this guy. Traumatized. And she's like, I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to give him another shot. And spoiler alert, he kicks the shit out of her. And then she's brave and strong. And she's going to blah, blah, blah. But of course, what does she do? She says the first time after it, I just started drinking. Why? You didn't have to start drinking. Nobody made you do that. You were drinking before that, you liar. You were a raging alcoholic for quite some time. And she also says she's not a drug addict. Poor as we're going to see, she's done a lot of drugs too. She's a liar. Everything about this chick's a fraud. Everything about her life is fraudulent. And she has the nerve to shit on people like Hot Tow Truck Girl for losing her kids. As we should shit on Hot Tow Truck Girl. She's a vapid, soulless person who should be shamed. But guess what? You're really no better than her. You're really not. The only difference between you and her is you have a bigger vocabulary. That's it. You're smarter than her. You're craftier than her. You're not as dumb. But I figured you out. So she goes on.
And my kids stayed in DCF custody for about a year, at which point they were actually getting ready to adopt all 4 of them out. So I reached a point in my life where I was able to turn it around, and I was able to go into court, and I could have gotten custody of all 4 of my children back. However,
could have.
My kids all had really high psychological needs because of the trauma,
Pause it right there. I could have gotten custody of all 4 of my kids. Could have. If you could have gotten all custody of 4 of your kids and you don't do it, you're a piece of shit. Nothing else matters. Literally nothing else. Figure it out. You're a mother. Your job is to be there for your kids. If you could take 2, you could take 4. Period. So what's her reason? Why would you only take 2?
The neglect and the domestic violence and the separation and the long period of time that they were in DCF custody. So I'm looking at these 4 little kids, and my older 2 were bonded to me more than my younger 2 were. And they were going to need some intensive services for an indefinite amount of time. And then I had...
My older 2 were bonded to me. Are you fucking kidding me? Were your younger 2 not bonded to you when they were in your womb? Are you kidding me? When they came out of you and you breastfed them? Was there not a bond there? I'm sorry, like, what are you talking about? I've known them longer. They're bonded to me. That's insane. That is an insane thing to say. And all these, look at this fucking pussy ass bitch, Maddie Mo, sitting there like, oh, this is serious. This is really serious. What a fucking lemming this guy is. Absolutely no opinions. I've realized that about people like Maddie Mo and Ashley, is that they never actually agreed with anything that Turtle Boy had to say. They just went along with it because it was the cool thing. And now, to them, Bristol's the cool thing, so they just sit there. They're brainless lemmings. That's one good thing about this whole thing, is she has literally taken our dumbest followers. overall, Turtle Riders have become much higher IQ as a result of her. So she's taken all of the stupid ones. I mean, to think that's a normal thing to say, that, I bonded with the top two. Oh, okay then. So they go on.
I had these two younger kids who were placed together in a foster home, which was really, really
And by the way, I want to show you something, because this really pissed me off watching this. The crocodile tears. You gotta watch. This is like some of the worst acting I've ever seen. You could not do a worse job pretending to hold back tears than she is right here. Because it would be completely normal to break down crying telling a story like this if you had a heart, right? If you had a soul. But Kate doesn't have a heart. She doesn't have a soul. So she has to pretend. And I'm sorry, people are like, oh, you're being mean. No. Fuck this cunt. I will never forgive this bitch. Ever. She tried to send me to jail. I'm a good father. She tried to take me away from my kids by hacking into my fucking account and lighting a goddamn truck on fire and taking no accountability for it whatsoever and making up lies. For that, she gets exposed relentlessly. Deal with it. And she's such a phony, fake, worthless piece of shit to sit here and fucking pretend to cry over her kids. Go.
And they had been in this foster home for probably half of their lives at this point. And it came to a point to where I had to make the decision what was right for them. And it didn't seem responsible or fair for me to disrupt these two little boys who were settled into a life with these parents who loved them so much.
Oh, yeah. You love them so much. She couldn't. I mean, that's insane. Imagine ever allowing your kids to be like, well, those are my kids, but they've been living with somebody else for a while, and they love them too, so who am I to take them away from them? I mean, and this whole, look at that. Have you ever seen a faker cry than that? She did not love those kids. She's fucking heartless. Heartless. Like, takes a cold person to do something like this. It is worse than anything any ratchet I have ever profiled has ever done. Ever. And I mean that. It's one of the most ratchet things you could possibly do. And a lie about it. And it was really hard. And they were just so happy with their new parents. And I didn't want to take them away because I didn't bond with them. First of all, child number 2 and child number 3 were born less than a year apart because she couldn't stop getting railed raw dog. Period. She couldn't. So how are you that much bonded to another kid? They're literally, they were the same age at one point for a few days there. That's insane. And that's another thing. I just had 2 kids. Might as well have a third. Might as well just keep doing this because life's going great right now. Right? Maybe I'll have a YouTube show someday to finance this lifestyle. Who knows? I don't know when this chick works. I want her job because she literally does no work ever and claims to make, combined with their boyfriend, not her husband, $200,000 a year. That's what she told me. So she goes on.
And who otherwise couldn't be parents, to bring them back into a situation where I didn't even know if I could handle it with everything that was going to be demanded of me. So in 2014, I did make the decision that I would adopt my kids out. And I know that's really getting, I'm sorry.
She's fucking... First of all, now somebody asked they're twins. I initially thought they were twins because they look very similar, but they're all born a year apart. And it wasn't her decision, right? They told her, if you're gonna get none, basically, you don't get to see anybody if you don't give these kids up, and she agreed to it. That's what people tell me, right? Her being she was so destructive and clearly not reformed. That was all a lie. And while, by the way, this is all going on, she's posting on Facebook, literally lecturing other people about collecting welfare and not working. Go and read some of the posts that I put on today in investigating Bristol Blarney Part 2. I mean, look at this post just from the cover photo. What did it say? Pull it up here. It says, I could really go on and on. My new neighborhood bothers the heck out of me, the way children are raised around here. I'm certainly not perfect. That's the understatement of the century. Flawless, mother by any stretch. Oh yeah, I just gave away 2 of my kids, but I'm not perfect. Like, that's the kind of thing you say, I'm not perfect, if, you know, your kid got a B- in on a science project and you didn't go to parent-teacher conferences. I'm not perfect. No, you're way past non-perfect. But young children using foul language, we all know her kids don't say that. Oh wait, except for that one time, she had her daughter play a part in a YouTube video when she was 5 years old, and she said, your line is to call me a retard at the 1:30 part of this video. Besides that, she's against foul language. It's such hypocrisy. Such hypocrisy. So it goes on.
Back at me now.
And by the way, I love reading the comments here. Jessica O'Connell. This chick used to be a turtle rider. Pure trash. Just white trash. Couldn't be happy to get rid of this broad. She's one of them that spread the news that Bristol was arrested a while back. She says, I'm so proud of you for telling your story. Oh my God. Imagine like falling for this.
I had to do it. And it wasn't an easy decision, and it wasn't a decision that I'm proud of. And it's not a decision that came, you know, without a lot of regret and thought and heartache with it. But it was what was right for them.
Bitch.
And I can't even say that if I had to go back and do it again that I would, because I would not want to be in that position. But it's what happened, and it was what was right for my children. So I understand that
it's
I'm
right
going
for your
to
children
get
to be around their mother.
slammed for this at some point, but I wanted to put that out, you know, on my own. Yes, that happened to me. And when I speak to people about their experiences, this is where I'm coming from, because I do believe at the end of the day, no excuses should be made. You have to do what's right for yourself and for your kids.
Yeah, the tears stopped.
That's why I call Hot Tow Truck Girl behind the scenes and tell her, look, I know what it's like to struggle to take care of your kids.
Oh, right, she cares about Hot Tow Truck Girl.
It's why I've even talked to Josh Abrams behind the scenes.
Oh, she cares about Josh.
Slack for. No, I don't agree with everything.
You talk to Josh Abrams because you're friends with him.
I'm talking to him like a human being. I'm going to say, your kids need you, right? And you have to do what's right for your kids.
Oh, right.
I have made so many mistakes in my life, and I mean, I was a freight train of wreckage for a good, 10 years of my adult life, and I'm fortunate now that I'm at the point to where I'm not anymore.
Oh yeah, you're not. You're just burning trucks and shit. There's nothing wreckful about that. I mean, she's reformed now, guys, because she's got a big vocabulary now. It's not like she's literally burning her company's trucks and hacking into Facebook accounts and filing false police reports constantly. Or it's not like the fact that the Holden police have filed a criminal complaint against her in Leominster District Court. Life is going fine now. She's completely reformed. You'll have to trust her. She's got her own YouTube show.
But that is my accountability, I guess, so that we're clear with that. And, I'm oversimplifying things a lot. I'm sure that I am, because there were a lot of terrible, terrible decisions that I made along the way that got me to that point. But that's where we're at. And like I said, I know that, I'm going to get slammed for this, and I have been. But I felt like in the interest of transparency and accountability, that is
I love this. In the interest of transparency and accountability. No. First of all, you're not even being transparent because you're leaving a lot of stuff out. You're doing this, Kate, because I told you I was going to blog about this on Monday, and you wanted to beat me to the punch. I know your game. I know how you do. You would not have done this if I wasn't going to release all this information. The harassment order hearing did not go the way you planned. You could not silence me, and so now you have no choice but to confess. You could have confessed about this months ago, but instead you continued to the charade like you're some person who has any right to throw stones at somebody else.
Probably oversimplified story, but that's my story. And that's why I also do believe that people can change, because if you would have seen me even 5 years ago when I finally was able to, make this decision and get my kids back and get my life in order to the point where I have a job now, I have a car,
oh my God,
I am actually married.
Okay, first of all, no, you're not. I don't know what that is on your finger, girl, but you know and I know that ain't a goddamn wedding ring. Let's see the wedding certificate. Why is your last name Peter and your husband's name is Andrew Johnson? Let me guess, you're a feminist, you didn't want to take his last name and you don't do hyphenated last names, right? Of course not. Oh, how come all of your friends that I spoke to said, she's not married? Kate, your friends don't like you. They're all talking to me. Think of where I got this information from. Nobody likes you, okay? You got Maddie, Mo, and Ashley. That's it. You got the Legion of Morons. Everybody else, your good friends, people who have been friends with you for years, have reached out to me about you. And they don't know me. And they just think you're full of shit and you're a liar and they don't want to see it happen anymore. They're literally turning on you. They know you're not married. They said, I would have been invited to the goddamn wedding. When was the wedding, Kate? When's your anniversary? Can we see the wedding pictures? Do you have them? Do you have them? Because I don't see it. So she goes on.
And I'm in a relationship that, has been rocky at points too, but, is at least stable enough that he's stuck around. And I'm able to pay my bills, and I pay the rent for the studio. I got here because of a lot of hard work, and I'm not any more special or competent than anybody else out there.
I got here. First of all, where the hell are you? You're on Masshole Report. You claim to be making all this money working some dead-end job. Who the hell knows how you got that job or how you keep it? But apparently they just let you burn trucks there and they don't give a shit. I don't even want to suggest who's getting something over there to keep you around. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe. I don't know. I can't really speculate on that too much. But very interesting. Very interesting. But she's got her life together now.
So I do believe that people can change, and I believe in hard work, and I believe in personal accountability. Because no matter how much people dig on me right now and how much garbage you can find, you will not find one time in my history when I ever blamed anybody else for my circumstances or expected somebody else to dig me out. And that, to me, is important. That is incredibly important, and I think that's something that...
So she's never asked anyone else, she's never blamed anyone else for her situation, except the time that she blamed her drinking problem and losing her 4 kids and allowing our house to be turned into a sty. She blamed that on the guy who punched her 6 months earlier. Besides that time, she hasn't blamed anyone else for her own personal failures ever. Or when she blamed me for several things that she did herself. Besides, this chick is a sociopath. And I'm fascinated by her. I've never been so fascinated by a person in her life because she tried to fuck with me. And I study people like this for a living. She's an absolute freaking sociopath. Go on.
Everybody should take. Nobody
the tear stop.
Anything. And you can move mountains if you want to, but you better fucking bring a shovel, right? Because you're going to have to do some work. So I hope that clears it up as much as we can.
Thank you, Kate, for sharing that.
Oh, you cried? That's weird.
Kate, this is my last one, but I'm going to give it to you.
They literally did a fucking round of applause. You hear Moron Ashley Azevedo in the background saying, "Thank you, Kate, for being so strong. It was really good, Kate." Yeah. And then Maddie go, "That was good, Kate. I'm so happy to be on your show." Yeah. And here's Mitch.
All right.
No, we got it.
My last one. It's coming in hot.
The fake laughs. I can't deal with the fake laughs.
There we go.
At least on our show.
Last one, but,
When I laugh, it's because I think I'm funny.
From the coronavirus.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so
that was good. I like one thing you did say is that we do talk to people that we cover. But obviously when you make videos about people and you talk about people, they message us. They say what the fuck.
Nobody messages us.
But yeah, and I've seen a lot of comments lately like, oh yeah, you guys are friends now.
You are friends.
Gotten a lot of slack for that cordial relationship comment. No, what it is we tell, hey, how about you turn your life around? How about what can you do different to maybe, we're not assholes. At the end of the day, we're human. We come on here and we talk shit and everything, but you know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, we want to see people do well.
Shut the fuck up. Honestly, they don't want to see Josh Abrams do well. Their entire show, literally, hey, so subs in there, can we not, let's not block anybody. I don't want to block anyone. Unless they're posting, like, my address or something like that. We don't want to block anyone. Anyway, because I like the trolls. I like to feed the trolls. And by the way, you're all welcome to call in. I'd love to have Ashley on. If we can get Ashley on the show, just because I don't think she could withstand my line of questioning. I'm sure Ashley's out there listening right now because she told me, she's like, I'll never stop reading and listening to Turtle Boy. We know you're not going anywhere, Ashley. We know that. And obviously this isn't going to last very long because this is a disaster. And just to show you what a disaster this is and what a terrible, it's like a bootleg Turtle Boy, except Turtle Boy has to be funny. It has to be witty. And they do this thing, you got to see this segment. I've never been, it's the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's called the Ratchet Report. Like, you might be a ratchet if, like, first of all, ratchet is a Turtle Boy word. The fact that you're even using that word That's like there's no word more Turtle Boy related than Ratchet. Like we have Ratchet Madness and shit coming soon. So you got to see this segment. Just watch.
All right. Well, here. There's your toilet paper. There's your toilet paper.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you probably are. Look, all right, I gotta move this over here.
Wow, no, that was really disrespectful of me. I didn't intend that at all.
That's okay. You didn't understand.
I didn't understand at all.
It's kind of like one of the Club Ratchet things that we have here tonight.
Okay, yes.
So
we are starting a new club because we have decided that I think that we're all much happier being the band of fuck-ups that we are, right?
Oh, yeah, by the way, they're going
this
live.
There is absolutely
on the same nights we are now, too. This is hilarious.
Expectation that you achieve any level of perfection. You don't even have to be a good person as long as you treat others with a baseline of respect. So, in that...
should I call into their show live? They're going live at 10. Should I call in?
Ratchet,
should I do it?
You can join.
I should do it.
In fact, I would say that you should join, honestly. Join our club.
The Ratchet Club.
So, we have some criteria that we've been working on.
Okay, so you might be a Ratchet. This is going to be good.
So
right.
I bet you somebody has actually been or done one of these ratchet behaviors.
Oh my gosh, we have such a long list.
We do.
Too.
We have a long list. Would you like to start it off?
I already have one in my head.
Okay.
You might be a Ratchet if you give 2 kids away.
Visits you more than your mother does. You might be a Ratchet. Join our club.
All right, join our club.
Join our club.
How about if you buy groceries from the Dollar Tree or Ocean State Job Lot?
It's a bargain. Join our club.
Oh my God, that's hilarious!
Bargain basement ratchet prices.
Yes.
Because you're poor.
If you have ever used milk crates as furniture, join our club.
Oh my God!
Oh, all right. So, if you've ever used toilet seats as horseshoes, you might be Ratchet.
If you spend more on your nail salon than you do your child care, you might be a Ratchet. Join on up.
That's you!
If
That's
you've
you!
been driving on your donut for 6 months or longer, you may be a Ratchet.
I feel personally attacked. I've done
Oh
that.
my God, this is so funny, guys.
I've done that
This is
before.
really funny.
Don't go on the
We
highway
think
because you're taking your life in your own hands at that point.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this is
you
so
know
funny.
what? No risk, no reward.
Oh my God. His glasses are so edgy, too.
Have you ever stolen somebody's wallet and helped them look for it? You might be a Ratchet.
What if you hacked into someone's account and wrote a cut to you?
No.
Is that Ratchet?
How about if you've ever opened the oven during the wintertime to use it as heat?
You might be a Ratchet.
Oh, you're so poor! Oh, you're so poor.
Oh wait, if you buy a dress, keep the tag on, wear it to the club, and then return it the next day, you might be a Ratchet.
I know a few of those people who have done that, so
God,
I'm guilty by association, I guess.
Oh. You never know what they're going to say
Here's a good
next,
one.
guys. You never know what they're
If
going to say
you're
next.
white and you have cornrows,
Come on down.
like riffraff,
Come on down.
Oh my God.
Come on down.
What's
If
next?
your favorite rapper is DMX.
Oh my God. Oh my God,
Join us
DMX.
up.
Fuck DMX.
That's why you're part of the club, Ratchet.
that's why you're here.
Oh, you're so
If you have a
Ratchet.
closet full
Oh
of
my God.
Shrewsbury flea market knockoffs, you may be a Ratchet.
And you know a good deal.
Yes. Yes.
Oh gosh, we had so many.
We had actually one that came in from Toast that says if you turn your condom inside out after you use it to save money.
Oh my God.
That was Toast.
Imagine somebody did that.
That was, yes. That was a call in.
People don't do that.
Imagine you used a condom.
People do that?
Ratchets don't use condoms. It doesn't make any
How
sense.
about if you wear socks with your flip-flops?
That's a Portuguese thing too. I mean, I'm taking offense to that.
Oh, Ashley does that. Ashley does that. So.
Okay, how about toe socks with flip-flops?
If you wear toe socks, period.
Oh my God, so Ratchet.
Here's a good one. If you dig through public ashtrays for cigarettes because you can't afford a pack, you're
my God,
you're
Matt,
not
so many
maybe
people-
Ratchet. You definitely are.
Oh,
That's-
definitely.
Join
Maddie.
us up
Good
anyway.
one. That was a good punchline, Maddie.
Come on,
Good
down.
punchline. That's why we have
If
you on.
you
You're
do
the
your
punchline.
laundry in the bathroom sink,
Or the tub.
or
Just
the
save
tub,
money.
Yeah,
or the
right
tub.
there.
Either one.
This
That
one's
joke
pretty
works either
disgusting.
way.
If you clean out your fingernails with your toenail clippings,
Oh.
you may. Listen.
is the
It's
most
coming in.
ratchet
They're
thing I've
coming
ever
in.
heard.
It is pretty disgusting.
Almost
I have one
Ratchet is
shoes
giving
one
it to
that I
your
need
kids.
to. I don't know where it is, so if you could send it in to us, that would be great.
Which
Oh my
one?
God, more jokes.
There's one that came in that says "Tell the shoe one," and I don't know the shoe.
No, we don't know the shoe one.
I don't know the shoe one, so
Here.
send in the shoe one. When you use toilet paper at people's houses and it's considered a party favor, so you steal the roll.
Yeah. They're literally just mocking poverty. Get it? Because they're poor.
If you drive a
Right, North Shore, they're poor.
1993 Honda Civic,
Oh my God!
guaranteed entry.
First of all,
Yes.
how many times have I made a fucking joke in blogs, guys? Literally about a 93 Civic. I always pick that fucking year too. That's literally, they're just taking Turtle Boy shit and be like, you might be a ratchet if, oh my God, it's
You is worth more than the whole car. You may be ratchet. How about
Welcome.
How about if your quarter panel is gray but it identifies as black? You may be ratchet. That's a good one.
I like that one. I like that one.
I like that one too. How about if you steal the restaurant silverware to stock your own house?
Or if you go to Cumberland Farms and grab up as much plastic silverware as you can possibly.
Yes. Or if Solo is your fine china.
Oh my
You may be
God.
ratchet.
What are they going to say next?
If you walk into Walmart with your old shoes and walk out with new shoes
Oh my
on,
God.
you
That's so
may be
ratchet, guys.
That was a
Imagine
good
you
one.
did that.
I like that one too.
I do. I really
Oh
like
my
that.
God. What if you rape
If
the
you're
pig?
coming to Taunton for Ratchet Club, you may be ratchet.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking ratchet. Oh, yeah.
And this is not like Fight Club. You can actually talk about Ratchet Club. It's okay.
Oh, thank you for
do.
clarifying that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. This goes on for like 20 minutes. This is a fucking show. This is what they've fallen. They left Turtle Boy for this. Imagine that. And thank God I had no idea she was this awful. But what a fucking decision. Like, we're going to go off and do our own thing. Like, she thinks that, like, she's popular because of shit like this. Like, bitch, you were popular because I made you popular. Repeat after me. You're nothing without Turtle Boy. Nothing. You're a nobody. You're a 2-bit ratchet who gave away your fucking kids. That's it. It's it. That's all you are. That's all you're ever going to be. You're obviously not talented. You're not funny. We've seen in the show. This is just the most uncomfortable, cringy thing ever. Should I call into the show right now? Should I call into her show? So she's live now. I'm gonna make I'm giving him fucking an 80th click. We're gonna watch some of this. Can I call in? Do they have a number? What's the number? I gotta call in.
Yeah, somebody jump.
Oh, Matty Mo's on. They're bringing him back. Oh my God! They make our stupidest. Fucking, they make them feel special. Like you could be part of the show.
What are we talking about?
Come on, where's the stream?
Any and everything.
Anybody, yeah, we can literally talk about whatever. If people in the comments want to bring something up, we can talk about that. Like,
Can I call in?
Well, let's talk about the sad day that we have had today in New England.
Oh, I want.
Oh yeah. Call the show. What's their phone number, KB?
Somebody
KB
give Ed
says-
the link.
Let's
Call the show. How do I call it? What's the phone number? I gotta call in.
Yeah, as long as there's not any N-bombs. Yeah, exactly.
Can I call in? What's the number?
Let's all maintain
what's the number?
inclusive and hospitable space.
I gotta call it. This looks like a great
I think
show.
we're doing pretty good.
This is a safe space for everybody.
So, Maddie, were you really surprised, though, to hear
Oh, this
that
sound guy.
Brady was leaving?
Oh my God, they're gonna talk about
I've
Brady.
said it since the off season.
Where do I go? How do I get on here?
It's been a long time coming.
The number is usually on the top. Oh, I think it was over here,
About it a
right?
lot today at work, and everybody was
You
thinking
gotta call.
that he
Wasn't it
has
on
been
one
unhappy since the Flakegate. And I think he's been unhappy since the whole Jimmy Garoppolo or me
think
type
it's right
of
here.
talk when they finally
There's a
decided
number on
to
the page.
ship
There it
Garoppolo
is.
out. But it took
508.
him to basically get
We're
on his
calling.
knees to Robert Kraft to beg him to get rid of Jimmy
452.
Garoppolo. I think that's when this whole thing started.
739.
So I knew that he wasn't going to come back, especially because,
calling
I mean,
him
you
up.
saw how often...
Unfortunately, this show is currently offline. Please call back while we are live on the air Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on Turtle Boy Sports YouTube channel.
Tampa's offense...
They gotta update the chant. Their YouTube says they're on. Their voicemail says they're on Turtle Boy still.
Gronkowski was here.
Wrong.
Hernandez was here.
Wrong.
Brown was here.
Anyway,
You know, we had
this is
offensive
just
line,
the worst thing. They're talking
They're
about
actually
sports
gonna
now.
beef up their
I'm
offensive
talking
line,
about-
I believe, and
They better.
Who's this
yeah,
over here?
I mean, they
Masshole
had a
Mitch?
pretty
Oh, he's got the whole
okay
studio
offensive
set
line,
up.
But the thing is
I mean, this is
you still have
hilarious.
to
This
figure
is. I
Brady
can't
gets
stop
the ball out
watching.
So much quicker than
Don't call. I just tried to
Yeah.
call. Is there
James
another
Winston
number I
did.
can call
I mean,
besides
granted,
that
James
one?
Winston can run
I gotta
around
get
a lot
on the
better
show.
than
I'm calling
Brady
Matty Mo
can,
right
but
now.
the same
I
aspect,
have his phone number
you
up.
know, when
I'm
he's
calling
throwing
Matty
Chris
Mo
Godwin,
personally.
Mike Evans, O.J. Howard, Cameron
We're
Brady,
calling Matty Mo.
Antonio
Where's he at?
Brown, and Ronald Jones II. next year. He's got 5 different people he can throw to.
Did he fucking
That
block
thing's
me?
going to be out of his hands even before somebody can even, sniff a fart.
Where'd he go?
Judy Winder, the report right now, no, he's not going to
block
Denver.
me?
The report
Can you
right
do
now
that?
is that he's agreed to terms with Tampa Bay.
I got it. Who can I call? I'll call him on Facebook. I don't care.
$30 million a year.
They say $30 million or north of.
Matty Mo.
That's
It's
crazy.
serious.
Yeah. So
We're calling him right now.
Don't be surprised if you see Antonio Brown in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform next year either. So
Answer the phone, Matty.
I mean, that's if he gets
sees
back
me
in the
calling.
league and he cleans up his act and doesn't act like a walking CET
Come on.
report.
He sees me.
So,
Answer
that
the
guy-
phone, Matty.
He's a disaster by himself.
Answer the goddamn phone. Answer it.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the.
You know you can see me
I was,
calling you.
I was surprised to hear it today, but I wasn't surprised to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, Diane, that's the number that you gave me is the one I just called.
That giant cheering sound
see.
you heard at 8:45 was.
Here, let me try
all
calling
the
Sound Guy.
fans
I
of
got
the
his number
Jets,
too. Let me call him up.
Dolphins, and Bills
His fat
collectively
ass.
screaming in
Where's
relief.
he at? Let's see.
Yeah, well, that's because the Bills are going to win the AFC East this year.
Hold on, can I interject for
Oh.
a minute?
Yes.
Where is this echo coming from? Because
Oh.
it's killing me, Smalls.
Killing me,
I don't hear
Smalls.
an echo.
Get the reference?
I'm on mute. You probably have fucking.
Where is this fat bastard?
I
Where'd he
Is
go?
it me? Is it me?
It's everything. Yeah, I mean, if it's a sound issue, it's probably easy.
Where'd he
Let's-
go?
Hold on. Let's be clear. We're not in
I got his
we're not
number in
a
here
studio
somewhere.
right now.
He
You know
told
what I
me
mean?
not to
It's gonna
call
be-
him.
It's not going to be as good as Sunday nights.
But I think he wants to talk. I think we need to make up.
I
Me
don't
and
hear an
Sound
echo
Guy.
at all.
Yeah, Gear Shifter, I'm with you. I heard
Where'd
it
he
too.
go?
Maybe Gear Shifter and I have just been dosed with something. We don't know what it. I don't know.
I
Continue.
think you guys probably have corona.
Don't even get
This guy.
started on the
This guy and his
coronavirus
jokes.
right now.
Woo.
Kung flu, homie.
Okay, we're calling him right
Kung
now.
flu.
That's hilarious. That is so good.
All right, we're calling him up.
But yeah, so in regards to Brady, he went somewhere else. I felt bad for Julian Edelman today. He posted
Yeah,
a
that's his
video.
buddy, man. Like, that's his boy.
Come
He
on, Sound
posted
Guy.
a video and he had Whitney Houston, "I Will Always Love You" playing in the background of it.
Not answer. Let me try one more time.
And it was sad. It was a sad,
Come on, Sound
sad
Guy.
video. I gotta give it to him though.
We got to get on this show.
I mean, yeah, it's his buddy, but the same aspect. My thing is,
No, he's not
now that
answering. That's not
he's
fun.
gone,
That's not fun. All right,
who
so
do you want to see replace him?
well,
To
this is
me,
the most
I would
terrible
love
thing
to
I've ever
see
seen in
Cam
my
Newton
life.
come here.
why don't I mute that? And why don't we do a little Ask Turtle Boy if you guys have any questions? Yeah, you never know what they're going to do next. They might mock Asian people, like you said. Who knows? You never know what these guys are up to. They might talk a little sports. Maybe they'll talk, make fun of Ratchets a little bit more. You never know. Oh, Josh Abrams might have taken a dump in the last hour. Might have to report on that too. I don't know. So, all right, call the other guy. I don't have Mitch's number. I never knew Mitch. Mitch has been irrelevant to me for forever, so I can't call him. Link me in, and I can conference you in. How do I do that, Suzanne? I don't know how to do that. But the normal number on the show is, I got voicemail, and they said they're still on the Turtle Boy channel, which isn't true. All right, how about Brady to Tampa Bay? I've called that all along. Not a surprise to me at all. So it is what it is. Good. It's the best place for him, if not the Patriots. So sucks that Brady's leaving, but we saw this one coming, right? So time for reality. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Patriots are like next year. They take calls at the end, don't they? Yeah, but I mean, I don't anticipate this show going on forever. Our show will be over there before their stupid thing goes. Should I call in, though, later? Just like, you guys fucking suck. I'll call in. I don't care. I'm not afraid of these bitches like they're afraid of me. Who's New England's quarterback next year? That's a great question. Going into today, I said Teddy Bridgewater. But that changed because he signed with Carolina. It can't be Jared Stidham. It can't be. He's not ready. It can't be the answer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Blake Bortles? You guys know I'm a Blake Bortles guy. I'm the head of the Blake Bortles fan club, but I don't know if he's even on the table. I would say Dak, but, now that we don't have Brady, we can't send him anywhere. So what the hell? Now we got no chips. Cam Newton? Yeah, I mean, imagine Cam Newton came here. Good Lord. Stidham is the answer. Jimmy G's not coming back. Why would Jimmy G come back here?
What are we going to give San Francisco? We don't have Brady anymore. The whole Jimmy G to Brady to San Francisco thing, that was like contingent on Jimmy G coming here. They made the Super Bowl. They're not just going to give up their quarterback. Matt Moore, you're giving up if you do that. TB12 will be missed. You're goddamn right about that. Definitely not Nick Foles. They can't pay Nick Foles. They can't pay him. Do you think the Patriots will trade up? Patriots don't trade up, period. So no, I don't think they will trade up. I think the years of bad drafting by Belichick are going to start to catch up to him, to be perfectly honest here. We got away with it for a long time because we had the best quarterback of all time. That might start catching up to us now, unfortunately. Might. Address the Josh Abrams calling you out. What do you want me to address? Josh Abrams is nobody. Like, unlike them, they obsess over Josh Abrams. He means very little to me. He's nothing more than an annoyance. Punching him is punching down. I have very little interest in him. He's going to jail for a long time, and maybe I'll show up for his sentencing. How about that? Anything he says doesn't matter because he's a rapist, a failed rapist. He tried to rape. He couldn't do it. He literally allowed a guy named Julio to fuck his girlfriend, and afterwards, he wanted to feel what Julio's jizz felt like, so he wanted to rape his girlfriend to feel Julio's cum. That's it. I mean, that's what the kind of degenerate that we're dealing with here. Everything I say about Josh Abrams is true and verified and factually based. Everything he says about me is made up and doesn't have any documentation. So that's the difference between him and I. Yeah, what's everyone going to do without sports, casinos, and public gatherings? Turtle Boy. We need Turtle Boy more than ever now, you know? Yeah. If he wants to go after Brett, good luck to him. Good fucking luck going after Brett. That's a fight I'd like to see. Yeah, tank next season for Trevor Lawrence. Tanking's no guarantee. Like, you can't go 4-12. You know, because then the Bengals go 2-14, and then what? You got to get the number one pick. I agree, Trevor Lawrence is a sure thing, but it's not a sure thing you get him, no matter how bad you are. Has Bristol been served yet? I'm not entirely sure. I expect to get something in the mail when she is. Yeah, Lisa Marie, comment on their feed, will you? Because I'm not using my name to comment on there. Go on there and ask them, how can we call in? I'd love to call in. Say, Turtle Boy, maybe tell him Aiden wants to call in to confront them. To confront this Judas right here. This fake Brett. Wannabe Brett. Bootleg Brett, Matty Mo. Can't even I'm happy he can finally stay awake for a show. He's making progress. Will Masshole Report have a Fupa Slot take a dump live? I almost did that once. Remember that? That was awesome. Almost. Other questions? Yeah, Belichick ain't going to take. No way. If hockey is canceled, do Bruins get cut? I mean, that's what kind of sucks is that for us, like, I thought about this recently. I'm like, shit, the Bruins were doing really well. They were poised for another cup run. Celtics could have, it would have been exciting to see what they did in the playoffs. Would have played probably Toronto in the second round. Beat the world champs. Gone on and played Milwaukee. That would have been fun. Well, we don't get to see it now. It looks like. I mean, fucking coronavirus. The goddamn Chinese. Fuck China, by the way. Don't get me started on the Chinese, the red Chinese. All these people, you can't see where it came from. Bitch, it came from China. It's Chop Flui. It's Kung Flu. I'll say exactly where it came from. They probably did it on purpose because they're mad about the trade wars that Trump's kicking their ass. Oi, bastards. Yeah, Pasternak. Greatest season possibly of a Bruin of all time he was having this year. Done. Over. Bootleg bread. I'm glad you like that one. Where'd everybody go? They all left. Oh, Kate's still there. She's got some comments. I can't wait for Dee Dee. What's Dee Dee? She coming on the show? All right. Any more last minute questions? Did Lisa ever find out if I could get on the show?
Lady.
Yeah. Hey, lady!
She's a nice lady.
Wait, Dee Dee?
So anyway, the money doesn't get spent for
They're talking about Dee Dee
what its
Delgado?
alleged original purpose was, and now all of a sudden, now you got who was it? Patty,
Wait a minute. They're talking about Dee
Josh,
Dee?
extra good citizen, and who's the last person?
Tell me they're not
Patty,
talking about
Josh,
Dee Dee
extra good
Delgado.
citizen.
I thought that was it.
And well, No Name went too, but I don't think the money was spent on No Name.
William Blair.
Whoa, Matt, you just got serious over there.
Yeah, I know. I had to, man.
Oh, Delgado's going to defend Taisha, really? I missed that. Did I miss that?
It's my bat case.
Did she actually come on our page and comment? Because I gotta go see that if that's true.
Alright, anyway, they bought all kinds of plane tickets and stuff like
Taisha
that.
said she's going to comment Dee Dee. That's very interesting stuff.
Yeah,
I thought it was really bad.
I think it was Ed.
No, my
Whoa, oh, they fucked up the audio. Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
Better get Masshole Mitch on that.
Nope.
Have I been served by,
everybody mute your mic.
what's-her-face yet? No, I have not. Opinion on the stimulus check. I think it's absolutely necessary. I'm a dynamic conservative. I believe in big government when it's appropriate. And right now, frankly, it is appropriate and it needs to be done. And I don't want you guys to watch. Although I do take a certain joy in seeing people get called out because on their freaking comments now, it's great. I love Turtle Riders. Everybody knows now. Everybody goes to their page and is like, you fucking fraud, and it gets tons of upvotes, and it's great, and I secretly love to see that. Unfortunately, that means you actually have to click on their shit to get it, but I think it's worth it. I enjoy watching a good dumpster fire. And Lisa says, is there a number that can be called in for Unc? Let's see.
Oh my god.
There's a number. Let's see what they say. Lisa's in there.
Ed. Someone's saying Ed's got it too.
No, I think you're good now.
Should I comment or should I not
just
give
lost
them?
my train of thought on this. Okay,
Press 1 if I should
we're going on
comment
this
and
scam
ask
thing
for a number.
before
Press
we got
2
it
if I
here.
should not. Go.
So,
Right, 1 if I should
I
comment.
thought it was interesting.
2 if I shouldn't.
Really drove the point home with everybody that this was a donation, right? And therefore, like, he can do whatever he wants with it. Now, I have seen screenshots where she seems to be, like, coordinating getting these guys plane tickets in a
Give
hotel
it to
room,
him,
though,
Lisa.
right, Mitch?
2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Whoa, it's
Mitch is
close.
the
This is like
answer, you know.
50-50, man. This is
Mitch has a
50-50.
microphone muted, and I think he forgot to unmute it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so
I'm seeing more 2s.
We
Wow,
are so
the twos have
high-tech
it.
here.
oh hell yeah. Listen, I'm mourning the loss
Holy
of
cow.
Tom Brady, so yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the 2s have spoken.
So when I was kind of looking through it, and it seems like
The
both
2s have
sides
spoken.
are
I mean, they
kinda
know
like
I'm watching it. That's the thing. They're gonna obviously they're gonna watch my show later. They know I'm watching. I can't keep it a secret.
Where she wanted the donation to go towards
Lisa, way to
bailing
defend the
Ottawa,
wall.
and then
Can Unc call
Extra
in?
Good Citizen has the part where where he's they're
Unc
spending-
needs a life.
he's saying, yeah, spend the money on this. And
Are you
that.
gonna let Unc call in?
I don't
Go
know.
on if you want to
There's a
have
middle part.
some fun. Go on their comment stream
That's
right
the
now
part,
and be
and
like,
I
"Why
asked
are you
them, I said,
hiding
well,
from Unc?"
I need to
Ask
see the
him
middle
that.
part
Why
where
are
it
you hiding
says,
from Aiden?
You know,
Why won't you?
go ahead,
Why won't you
my
take a
money
call?
instead of spending it on
You say that you
automobile
want
ticket,
responsibility
and
and
all that.
accountability.
That part's
Why
missing.
won't you let
Well,
Unc
we have
call
seen
in?
screenshots where
Ask
she
him in the
seems to be
comments.
coordinating.
I won't comment.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Turtle Riders in there flooding. What are people saying?
But it's all like it's all after the fact. It's all like, yes, I've bought tickets. Yes, there's nothing. I haven't seen anything from her that says take my money and spend it on this. You know what I'm saying?
How do I StreamYard in? Do I need to like download something?
And
Is
that's,
that
like,
work?
there is some context missing here. So like we're dealing with like bits and pieces, and this lady was going to talk to us, and then decided that
Ken
she wasn't.
Unc call it. Man, I love Lisa over there. She's
yeah,
killing it.
that was a weird thing too.
And she's donated to like
Answer the
I
phone
know
for
that she's
Unc,
donated
people are
to
saying.
Abrams.
This is
She's
great.
donated to Anselmo. Like she seems to be throwing a lot of money.
Hey,
What's the chance?
Okay, sorry. So Josh is in the comments right now.
Oh, they'll take Josh.
I'm not watching the comments. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's not watching the comments.
No,
Sure
he's
she's
going up the comments saying he sent you the information, Mitch.
Let
I
Unc call
already
in.
have-
Everybody's saying Unc wants to call your gay show. Uncle Turtable wants to
She
call
doesn't
in.
mention I took anything from her.
Give it to
except
him.
I released some messages where she has to come and give me permission.
Come on.
Josh, calm down. We didn't even say that.
Answer the call. Talk to Unc. I love it.
Brought you up, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Honestly,
come on, I'll bring you your best ratings you've ever had. You're nothing without me.
Extra Good Citizen, and the way it seemed was like,
I mean,
yeah,
how pathetic is this? They're going to do their goddamn show on the same night that we do it? Give me a break.
Hey, I'll buy you a ticket.
Give me a break.
Just like, all right.
I love that they're back. I love it. I love having someone to shit on.
There was nothing.
There is a chunk missing here. That's, I cannot stress that enough. On both
One,
ends,
2, 3. Go in and post. There we go. Look at all those turtles. Go in there with the turtle emojis. Turtles emojis.
Something slightly shady here, or maybe
I love it.
I mean, I don't know.
Talk to everybody's saying. Go.
Working on getting the screenshots right now.
Apparently, you're not doing it on Josh's time.
Come on. Why would you let them go? You people are fantastic. I love it. I love it.
Don't get your porn on there, bro. We don't want to see that. Well, that's why I'm going slow. I'm going slow.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't want to get the wrong folder up.
Why are you hiding from us? Come on. We know you can see it, Mitch. We see you. Look at you. You're looking at your goddamn computer. You're reading the stream. Matty Mo is too. Where the hell is he?
Yeah, man. I see you on
in
your
Steve
porn,
Levine's
bro.
basement? What is he doing in there? Look at this scared of Look at all the turtle
That's what it
emojis.
should be.
Look at all those turtle emojis.
Sore throat, dude.
Give it to him. Come on.
Oh, yeah, this whole thing's weird too, StreamYard. Like,
It's too much fun.
Sure.
Oh, I love it. Look at all those turtle emojis. Look at
One
this.
thing that I did find kind of concerning too, though, was when I talked to
I
John.
gotta screenshot this. Look at all those turtle emojis. Look at that.
He explicitly said that it was like I want to say it was $6,500, but I've seen the PayPal receipt. It was definitely $7,500.
Nobody gives a shit about Josh. Nobody cares. Have me call in. Come on.
Yeah.
Do it.
For sure.
Do it. No one's watching. Look at this. Look at this. Oh God. God, I love it. Oh God, I needed this. Is this the break you people needed from coronavirus? This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Look at this. I can't get over it. I love it.
All right.
Oh, they got screenshots. Oh, who's that? From Lisa. Uh-oh, big news. Big breaking news. What do you got here? I could do a show just on their show.
This is the screenshots from Extra Good Citizen.
Look at this shit.
So
oh my God! Look
like
at this.
She's
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Where,
no one cares about it. No one cares. No one gives a shit about Extra Good Citizen. All of your viewers right now are turtle riders. They're watching it to watch you fucking burn. You traitorous, untalented, cowardly frauds.
So this is
following around your Pied Piper ratchet. Oh God.
A little bit because the $7,200
God,
for the bail,
look at this shit.
And it was only $6,800, I think, right?
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it. People are like, what's up with all the spamming? Yeah, that's all the views you got. This is a genuine laugh. See, that's doing my laugh and her laugh. This is actually fucking funny, man.
Allegedly,
this is good stuff.
I've never heard of that in my life.
How can they ignore it? We know you see it, bitch. We know you see it. We know you're going to go in the Discord later and talk about it. We know you are. I own you for the rest of your existence. I have the right to shit on you and send fucking turtle risers in and call your shit out, bitch. You're never going to be able to have a normal show as long as you do a Turtle Boy ripoff show. Get your own gig. Be fucking original. You untalented hacks. Give the people what they want, Marley Maximus says. Add a fucking baby. Add a baby. Look at this shit. You guys destroyed them. You absolutely freaking destroyed them, and now their stream is shutting down. You guys crashed it.
That actually stands there and collects money because, like, let's.
All right. We let them have it. They're too cowardly to have us on there. You guys just, we made our point. We made our point, didn't we? We made our point.
Caught up.
Anyway,
$540 cash bail. It's $500 for the bail. It's
let me know
for the bail bond.
if you guys have any last minute questions or anything.
Different. That's like a court official.
Let me know. I'll answer as best I can. They won't. You guys are still going at it. Look at this shit. I can't get enough. Screenshot it. Oy. I know. It's like literally all turtles. We want to hear Unk. You look silly by ignoring the turtles. Like, we know you can see this bitch. We know it. You guys are too much, man. You guys are fucking priceless. You guys are fucking priceless. This is the funniest. I haven't had this much fun in a while. This is a great time. I'm glad we did this. Very therapeutic.
They front you the bail. You give them a percentage.
Y'all really need some mods for the spammers. Good luck. Good luck.
And then they're guaranteed.
Get Ashley on it. She's got a wrench, right? Isn't that her job? Good Lord. Oh, it feels so good to win. It feels so good to win, doesn't it, guys? God loves us more. He really does. He put me through some tough times in the last few weeks. He really did. But we fucking won. Let's be clear. We won. Like, resoundingly. You got Masshole's wife. That's your consolation prize. And Ashley and Sound Guy. That's what you get for losing. The ragtags. Oh, you got Matty Mo, too. Throw him in there. Special guest.
I have a great understanding of it, but...
Thank you, Mega. Please send that tutorial. I'd like to check that out. Anyway. Let's, any last minute questions, guys, before we call it a night? God loves us more. You were the champions. Absolutely. Lou called you a boomer. Who's Lou?
Yeah.
I don't even know who Lou is.
Let me just show all the screenshots. I wanted to
did they get rid of everybody?
Citizens video. Yeah, but
Where'd they all go?
Who
has a taco for Ashley?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I have it. I downloaded it before.
Did they just delete everything?
Why isn't this working?
Oh, did they delete everything?
There we go.
He has nothing to do but send his sheep in here and spam the feed. Time for Unc to grow up instead of being such a child. Yeah, you know what I should do? I should burn trucks. Or just get rid of my kids.
So yeah, like, so you guys are saying, like, your ticket's good.
Where'd they all go? Did they?
No, Mike is blind judge.
Look at all these messages deleted. Look at this. These cowards. They want responsibility and free speech. They're blocking people putting turtle emojis. Cowards.
See, so she's saying room is already paid for. So
cowards.
she paid for
they might have set up a thing here where you can't even put a turtle emoji, I'm thinking.
Awesome.
Kate, you're not married. Give it to him, Eddie. Give it to him.
So, I mean...
Oh, yes.
The money...
Yes. No one's deleted anything. Bitch, look at all those deleted things.
They're all,
you kidding me?
They're all...
Look at that.
Like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Ashley's got that wrench out. Feeling nice and good about herself.
Plane tickets. All that.
You guys killed him, man. Oh, Chris is in there.
And all of a sudden, she changes her mind.
Yeah, we don't know. There's just a chunk of this missing here.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
That's that side of it. And then, hold on, let me
exciting shit, whatever they're talking about here. And look at it. Masshole's wife is right in there. Look, there's Masshole's wife. So whoever they were talking to is like Masshole's wife.
Extra good citizens.
Oh, my God. Somebody just sent me a message about it. Let's see what they say.
So there's a possibility that she paid for the...
somebody said, is the
for the
fire...
plane ticket separately, that we don't really know.
I'll have to check this later.
Yeah. But, no, well, the plane tickets were bought. Extra good citizens show. I don't have those screenshots, but extra good citizens
all right.
He bought them.
I love you guys, too.
He bought them, yeah.
You guys got to her, man. You got to her. You got to her. Feel free to have fun in there the rest of the time. I mean, I don't mind if people watch it, as long as you're in there, just turtle emojis, holding them accountable, because they like to hold people accountable, so we need to audit them.
I'll borrow
you need to be held accountable, Kate. That's what you told Will Turbot, right? And how about that Will Turbot tape, too? When I look back on that, it's like, who the fuck cares if Will Turbot's arrested? Like, oh, you did a lot of good today. You got some fucking meaningless idiot picked up on a warrant that he's going to fucking go out there and be a douchebag the next day. You really made the world a better place. And you fucking you set him up. You lied about your intentions. Because you have the right to hold him accountable. Meanwhile, you're fucking acting all ratchet 24/7. And you've never been held accountable, ever, for your behavior and what you've done. Look at them still deleting you people. Why are they so scared, man? Why are they so scared? Why are they so scared of you people? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway. If you guys don't have any last minute questions, we'll call it a night, and I guess I'll just join you and keep watching this because this is fucking hilarious. Like, I don't even care what's going on over here. Nobody cares about any of that. It's just all about what's over here. This is the funny shit. Every time they block you guys, you win. Just to let you know, you've gotten to them. You've gotten to them. Because they're all about free speech. Unless you come over there and remind her that the fearless leader gave away 2 kids and burns cars and shit. Besides that. So, we love you too, Heidi. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Alright, guys. So, this has been a really fun stream. Went on for like an hour and a freaking half. Don't do that often on a Tuesday night. But it's been fun. This could be really interesting going forward if they continue to do both nights. This could be... We'll see. We'll see. Oh, there's Brenda back there. Kelly, you guys are just not going to relent, and I fucking love it. I love it. All right. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later, and we will see you guys on Thursday night. All right? Peace, Total Riders.